Brenda. I'm going to be cooking with you guys today and kind of doing a life update. I'm going to be making lasagna and spaghetti alfredo. I've never made lasagna before. Usually would be making my pasta from scratch, but I'm not going to today because that's just going to add a lot of time for me. Here are all my ingredients. I'll show you guys everything for the spaghetti alfredo once I start making that. I just moved recently. I'm restarting my life. I'm about to turn 23 next week, but let's talk about it a little bit more. This is the olive oil I'm using. I work with this company on TikTok all the time and I love them. But I've been preheating my pan for a while. I also chopped up my garlic and my onions. So I just moved and I really don't have any utensils. I don't have all my cooking supplies. I brought all my baking supplies with me. It's been kind of weird lately. I lived on my own when I was 21. I got my own apartment and it was really nice. It was different. I think everyone in their early 20s should live on their own at some point for at least a year. But anyways, I just cut up some garlic. I'm just gonna throw that in. I'm just letting my garlic get fragrant. You don't want your garlic to burn, so I'm adding in onion smash. I'm gonna throw in my ground beef now. My birthday's next week. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've never really done anything on my birthday. I did get offered free Coachella tickets. I'm going to a wedding on Saturday and it's not gonna work out. I have onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, salt, chili powder, Italian seasoning. I'm just gonna go ahead and season this to my liking. Do it to your liking. I think not a lot of people realize the luxury that we have in this generation to not be stuck with the life that our grandparents had. At least for me, my family hasn't been the luckiest, and my grandma got married very young. She met my grandpa, I think she was 13, and they were together for 60 years. My mom met my dad really young. They were together for a while, and I have no room to speak for them, but I think a big part of it was they felt like they had no option. They didn't go to school. They were able to get jobs like we are able to now, where you're able to support yourself at a young age. Don't get me wrong, California is expensive. I got really lucky with my first apartment. It's possible, and me being 21 with my own apartment, my own car, my own job, everything is proof that it's possible. Because not a lot of people know this about me, but I was homeless at 18. Here's the marinara sauce I'm using. I think a lot of people... Hold on. I think a lot of... Hold on. Okay. I think it's very easy to judge people online, but guess what? Nobody really knows that about me. I'm not gonna say homeless to the point where I didn't have a house at all and I was sleeping on the street. I'm not gonna say that. But I had just gotten my first more serious job. It's really sad. I had like 2 or 3 bags of my stuff and I would just carry them to work and I would leave them in the locker room because we had a little dressing room we were able to take our stuff into. And I would just leave my bags there, and then I had a teacher who helped me. I'm not going to disclose any names, but I did have a teacher. I called and I splashed it on myself. Let me add some water. I use a lot of water because it's going to be boiling for a while. The day that I got kicked out of my mom's house, I'm not really going to get into details on this story unless that's something you guys want to know. Basically, the day it happened, I called one of my teachers that I was really close to in high school. I packed whatever I could and got picked up, and this teacher, I wish that I could disclose a little bit more. This teacher had the biggest heart and they really, really saved me, and I don't think they understand my gratitude towards them enough. About 2 months later, I ended up renting a room in a different town and I moved towns, kept my job. I ended up moving around in that job and I ended up making a lot of money at a young age because I had a really good paying job. I got my apartment. I got my car on my own. I got my apartment on my own. I had no help from anybody. I'm really, really grateful to have been able to experience that. Not a lot of people at a young age or even ever are able to sustain living by themselves. If you're able to, you should do it, but it is hard and there is some difficulties that you're gonna have to overcome. But I had no support, no family support, no friend support, no moral support from anybody basically, and I did it all on my own. And now I'm here in this beautiful, beautiful town, in this beautiful little nook I'm in, and I'm really happy. So I've been letting my sauce sit for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and season mine just a little bit. I'm probably gonna let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes more. That might sound like a lot, but I'll keep checking on it. My sauce has been boiling for about 20 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna throw in my egg and parsley into my ricotta. And just mix. I have my oven preheating to 375. I'm gonna add in mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. I'm just gonna get some aluminum foil and spray it and then cover my lasagna and throw it in the oven. I'm doing a timer for 30 minutes and then I'm gonna come back and check on my lasagna. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. I'm really not sure if I'm gonna do the spaghetti. This is a lot of work and a lot of cleaning and a lot of food, and it's just me. So I don't know, I'm gonna see how I feel in the next 30 minutes. I forgot to hit record while I pulled off the aluminum foil, but it looks gorgeous. I don't have an oven mitt, so I have to be careful. I'm putting it back in at 375. I think I'm gonna do 5 to 7 minutes. Here's my beautiful lasagna. I'm gonna make the Alfredo super quick. I just put water to boil and some oil. I just added a generous amount of salt. Since it's just me, I'm just gonna do about a handful because I have lasagna. I don't like to break my noodles personally. This is about 4 tablespoons of butter. And then here's some garlic I minced. I have some butter and some fresh minced garlic. I don't really want my butter to brown. Here's some milk. I think a lot of people don't realize how lucky they are to have the parents that they have. Even if it's not a great relationship, sometimes even them giving you a place to stay after 18 is a big deal. Adding a little bit of flour to make it thick. Parmesan. I've been talking to my therapist a lot and I've been telling him I really want to share more of my life online. It's really hard because you don't really know who's listening. He definitely wants me to use my platform and use my voice to share kind of my life experience and to help people. I think he wants me to do it gradually. Being in therapy has been one of the best things that I've done for myself. I think it's very empowering, and my therapist says it, like, not a lot of young people will address their issues until they're about 40 and it's already messed up a lot of their lives. So I'm very grateful to be in the position that I'm in right now. I quit my job in July because I wanted to take care of my mental health. There's my lasagna and my spaghetti Alfredo. I'm gonna be eating these on my TikTok and on my YouTube as well, I believe. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Okay, I'm starving, so I'm gonna go eat. Bye.